Indian classical music has a very long history and is interconnected with the spiritual approach in Indian culture. The music itself originates from one of the four Vedas known as Sam Ved, and later over many centuries, because the Sam Ved must have been composed about 7,000 years ago, and the music started taking shape, getting more organized, more formalized. But there is a very important element in Indian classical music, especially the rendering of raga music, whether through vocal or through instruments. The whole approach to performance or the music or in practice is to search for the soul and to search for one's inner self. Music is used for going deeper into life and understanding and exploring the inner self actually. So music is a beautiful tool for this journey. In the process, music helps in many different ways. But some of the common things that I can say right now is it really stabilizes the mind. It helps to develop tremendous concentration power, focusing for long durations on one thing. It also helps in building up one's personality, one's character. Good music, if properly studied, is able to take a human being to one notch higher, and it's easy to prepare a normal human being to become a more refined, more evolved, more sensitive, more aware human being. And this is the very purpose of music, and serious practitioners of classical music are often found to be very deep persons because of this experience that they got by learning, practicing, performing, thinking, researching on this subject. There are different ways of disseminating music. One has to be very sensitive how to impart training, because learning music should not be a burden on a student. Oh, I have to learn this. Oh, I have to practice so many hours. Oh, I have to... No, it should be a pleasure, and it should be something that attracts a student all the time, continuously. And music, it is possible to teach for people who want to take it as a hobby, maybe not a profession as a career, but as a hobby. Yes, there are wonderful ways of pursuing studies. It can be explained in a much more easy and simplified manner to a student, and a student can go home happily after learning a lesson. And so music can be imparted in such a way that a common man not only enjoys but loves to pursue music. It could be as a hobby, but the more music goes into every home, it is very much possible that we can have a far better society of human beings, evolved and refined and sensitive human beings, And this is the purpose of any good music, not only Indian classical music. So I think learning or pursuing music in whatever quantity, somebody may learn so much, somebody may learn just this much, but it purifies the atmosphere at home, it purifies the mind, the body, the soul. That's the purpose of any good music. Well, what happens is when a student is learning, initially it is always learning certain techniques, mastering those techniques through practice, and learning different forms of music and enjoying both the technical aspects as well as the aesthetic aspects. But then comes another stage higher than that, where the search begins. What is that search? That search is for something beyond that one can't see right in front of you. But there is something that suggests that there is something beyond. And a serious student of music or practitioner or a musician then starts on that journey and finds tremendous happiness, pleasure, satisfaction, and a kind of ecstasy. So that as long as not everyone has to, go through those stages, or not necessary that everyone should necessarily, look for that. But for some, that journey, when it begins, it's something out of the world which words can't explain. It is, one takes it finally to the highest level of consciousness, and that is called realization. In Sanskrit, there's a word called anubhav, which means experience. Then another word called anubhuti, which means realization. Realization of what? I don't always mean to say realization of God. Maybe somebody doesn't believe in God. That's okay. The realization of the ultimate truth, the divine truth. The NAAD Foundation, over the years, now I think it's almost 10 years since it has been founded, has been doing excellent work in genuinely propagating Indian music without any strings attached, developing beautiful relationship with wonderful musicians, presenting them either in concert performances or lecture demonstrations or workshops. And this is so necessary in a place like Europe, in a place like Netherlands, where good music, Indian music, people are able to appreciate and to share our Indian music. NAAD Foundation is doing a wonderful job, and I wish and I pray that this foundation succeeds more and more and gets more acclaim, recognition and support from everywhere, because now the foundation has members who are working for it with unbelievable sincerity and genuineness. I wish them all the luck and all the best for their future.